You know, one of the interesting things, the last month that Keith Alexander, the director of the National Security Agency, now retired, the last month, the last 30 days that he was the NSA director, the Department of Defense was attempted to be hacked or intruded 41 million times, 1 month. And so, can you give us an understanding? So you're trying to figure out ways that we can keep those networks safer by understanding how they're doing it. Can you talk a little bit about what you think the level of the threat is out there, Joe, and what you're finding?
Well, in my other role as the director of the Michigan Cyber Range, we're looking at ways that really we can protect our critical infrastructure. The statistic that came out of GAO a couple of years ago was that 85% of the nation's critical infrastructure was protected by civilians, not the military, not the federal government.
Because most of those networks are private. Most people don't understand that the 85% of those
exactly.
are private. They're private.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
No, that's good. I'm new at this. You're doing great, Joe. I'm the one that screwed that up.
And the thing is, those private networks are what runs our power utilities, what runs our water utilities, what runs airports, and so those we're trying to make sure that those people don't become the launch pads for bigger and more devastating attacks. I mean, the example that's on everybody's mind right now is Target. Target had millions of dollars of security and a security force that was doing their job, and in come the attackers through a subcontractor who was not as capable, not as equipped, came right in the back door, and now we have billions of dollars of loss, and
and to me that's a great example, because we see this on the intelligence side frequently. We see an economic espionage activities from nation states frequently, that they'll use the weakest link. So that company, the primary company, Target in and of itself, had really good, up-to-date, standard security protections from cyber penetrations, but that's not where they went. They went after a contractor, somebody that was doing HVAC work for the company, which was likely a much smaller company, didn't pay as much attention to the cybersecurity front, right? They put in air conditioning and heating equipment. They didn't think they needed to. That's where they went. They got in there to get into Target. I thought that was a fascinating tale of how sophisticated organized criminal groups have become.
And I think that is what you're going to see in the future. You're going to see the criminals take their time, find the weakest link, and then use that to penetrate more secure or networks that think they are more secure. Especially when you're talking about banks, healthcare. The utility industry is there. Can there be a cyber Pearl Harbor? Probably not, because it's just not in the economic interest of the criminal.
Yeah.